Okay, so in order to be able to answer that last question on that homework, we first need to do the next work. So the next work, you can write the heading, 14th of April, properties of triangles, eienskappe van driehoeke. Okay, so there's 4 properties that we're going to look at. The first one is the property that says that the sum of the interior angles equal 180 degrees. Die som van die binnehoeke is gelijk aan 180 grade. Wat dit beteken is daai hoekie A plus daai hoekie B plus daai hoekie C saam is gelijk aan 180 grade. So that angle A plus that angle B plus that angle C will add up to a sum of 180 degrees. So you can write that down. Then the second one is if we have an exterior angle of a triangle is an angle that is formed when we lengthen one of these lines of the triangle. So as ons een van hierdie sye van 'n driehoek verleng verby daai punt, dan vorm dit 'n buitehoek van 'n driehoek. Daar's ons weer 'n verlenging van daai lyn. So daai vorm 'n buitehoek. Verlenging van daai lyn vorm 'n buitehoek. Nou die reël is dat die buitehoek van 'n driehoek is gelyk aan die som van die teenoorstaande binnehoeke. So the exterior angle, any exterior angle that was formed by extending a line of an angle of a triangle, that angle will be equal, the exterior angle will be equal to the sum of the 2 opposite interior angles. So in other words, this purple angle there, exterior angle there, will be equal to C plus B, the 2 interior angles there. Daardie eksterne of buitehoek, die oranje enetjie daar, gaan gelyk wees aan die som van die teenoorstaande binnehoeke, so daai blou B kruisie plus daai A kruisie. Okay, so you can copy this. Dan, die derde reël. The third rule is that in an isosceles triangle, in 'n gelykbenige driehoek is 'n driehoek waar 2 van die sye ewe lank is. So in 'n gelykbenige driehoek is daai 2 hoeke aan die onderkant van die 2 lyne wat gelyk is, wat ewe lank is. Daai 2 hoeke word die basishoeke genoem. So the 2 angles formed at the base of these 2 sides that are equal, they are called base angles. And in an isosceles triangle, these base angles are equal. So in 'n gelykbenige driehoek is die basishoeke gelyk. Met ander woorde, in hierdie driehoek is hoekie B gelyk aan hoekie C. So angle B is equal to angle C. Fourth rule, in an equilateral triangle where all sides are equal, 'n gelyksydige driehoek, is 'n driehoek waar al die sye ewe lank is. En in 'n gelyksydige driehoek is al 3 die hoeke ewe groot en hulle is almal 60 grade. So in an equilateral triangle where all the sides are equal, all the angles are also equal, and they are all equal to 60 degrees. Okay, so now we're going to take these 4 properties that we have here, and we're going to use them, all of them, combine them in the following DIY. Okay, so as an example, question 1. Yeah, we have a triangle with an external angle. You see that line is extended, so it forms an external angle. So ons het 'n buitehoek wat daar vorm, omdat daai lyn, daai sy van die driehoek verleng word. So daar het ons 80 grade. Nou wil ons weet hoe groot is daai hoek en hoe groot is daai hoek. Okay. So what we do know is that this is an isosceles triangle. Goed, dis 'n gelykbenige driehoek. Die oomblik wat ons 'n gelykbenige driehoek het, sê die reël wat ons nou net gedoen het, dat die twee basishoeke van 'n gelykbenige driehoek is ewe groot. So the rule we just did said that in an isosceles triangle, the two base angles are the same size. So that means this one is equal to this one. Those two are the same size. Now we also know that the sum of the interior angles must equal 180 degrees. So die som van die binnehoeke van hierdie driehoek moet gelyk wees aan 180 grade. So hoek B plus hoek C plus hoek A is gelyk aan 180 grade. The sum of those angles equal 180 degrees. But A, we already know is 80. But we also know that B is equal to C, right? So B is equal to C because it's the base angles of an isosceles triangle. Now, we know that A is 80 degrees. So angle B plus angle C plus 80 is 180 degrees. So that means angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 minus 80, which is 100 degrees, right? So those two, when we add them, we get 100 degrees. But because they are equal, each one of them has to be half of 100, right? So we just said angle B plus angle C will add up to 100, but B is equal to C. So therefore, both of them will be 100 divided by 2, which is 50 degrees. And B is equal to C. So both of them are 50 degrees. So B is 50 and C is 50. Okay. Now we're asked for that angle C2. So angle C2 is the exterior angle of a triangle, and because it's an exterior angle of the triangle, this angle will equal to the two opposite angles, the sum of the two opposite angles. So C2 is going to be equal to angle A, interior angle A, plus interior angle B. So A is 80, B is 50, and that gives us 130 degrees. Okay, the next one. So we have triangle ABC. There's an external angle formed at A because of the extension of that side. So we have A1 there and A2, and both of them are asked. So we're going to start with let's start with A1. A1 is the exterior angle, and an exterior angle is always equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angles. So A1 is going to be equal to angle B plus angle C. Angle B is 30 degrees and angle C is 40 degrees. So that gives us 70 degrees. Okay, so angle A is 70 degrees. Now, to determine angle A2, now this forms a triangle, obviously, and the inside angles, the sum of the inside angles must equal 180 degrees. So that means that angle A2 plus angle B plus angle C must equal 180 degrees. Angle A2, we need to find. Angle B is 30, angle C is 40, and that adds up to 180. So those two is 70, so A2 is then equal to 180 minus 70, so that's 110 degrees. Okay. Now for this third question. We want to determine, let's start here with E4. So we're given that this angle A is 30 degrees. And you can see A is the top angle of that triangle AED. And it's the top angle of that triangle ABC. Right. There's two parallel lines. DE is parallel to BC. So now this is a combination between what we know about the properties of triangles and fun X. Okay, so this is now what happened in question 4 of the previous homework. They combined the properties of triangles with the properties of parallel lines. So this is 100 degrees. And then we can see there that those are angles on a straight line. So daai is hoeke op 'n reguit lyn. So dit beteken dat daai twee hoeke saam moet 180 grade vorm. So hierdie is 100 grade, so daai moet 80 wees. This one has to be 80 degrees because those two are angles on a straight line. So when we write that, we would write E4 is equal to 80 degrees, and then in brackets we would give the reason. E4 and E3 are angles on a straight line. So in hakkies gaan ons daar skryf E4 plus E3 is hoeke op 'n reguit lyn. Okay, want saam moet hulle 180 grade maak. So now we know that E4 is 80 degrees. Now we need to calculate D1. Nou kan ons sien dat E4 is 'n buitehoek van daai driehoek. So E4 is an external angle of triangle ADE. So that angle is equal to A plus D1. So angle E4 is equal to angle A plus angle D1. Why? Because it's an external angle. And an external angle is equal to the sum of the two opposite angles. So, jy gaan net sê van dis 'n buitehoek van 'n driehoek. Okay. So because this one is 80, that's 80 is 30 plus that one. So this has to be 50 degrees. So therefore, dis hoek D1 is 50 grade. D1 is 50 degrees. Why? Because 50 plus 30 gives you 80. Okay. Now for this one, we said that this question is a combination between fun x and the properties of a triangle. So that forms an x. You see that x there. So in x, opposite angles are equal. Vertically opposite angles. So daai teenoorstaande hoeke is gelyk. So dan gaan ons sê, hoek D3 is gelyk aan hoek D1. Why can we say that those two are equal? And what are they equal to? They are equal to 50 degrees. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles. And vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay? So teenoorstaande hoeke is gelyk. Okay, dit gaan jou rede wees. Hoekom jy dit gekry het? So as daai 50 is teenoor ook 50 grade. Okay, now we need to get angle B2. So B2 is, if you look at those two parallel lines, you can see that a Z or an N forms there. N. You see the N for fun x. And the two angles on the inside of the N are equal. Hulle is verwisselende hoeke. They are alternate angles. So when we write it, we're going to say angle B2, this one, is equal to angle D3, that one. Why? Because they are alternate angles. Verwisselende hoeke. Okay. So if that one is 50 degrees, then B2 is also 50 degrees. So that one is 50. Okay. Now we need this one, C2. Now, in order to determine C2, we need to look at the whole triangle, the big triangle ABC. So in the big triangle ABC, C2 is the external angle. C2 is die externe hoek van driehoek ABC. En dit beteken C2 is gelyk aan hoek A plus hoek B2. Want hy is mos nou gelyk aan die twee teenoorstaande binnehoeke. So that external angle is equal to the opposite, the sum of the two opposite interior angles. So to write that, we're going to say angle C2 is equal to angle A plus angle B2. Why? Because it's an external angle which is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. Goed, so jou rede gaan wees dat die eksterne hoek of die buitehoek van 'n driehoek is gelyk aan die som van die teenoorstaande binnehoeke. Dis jou rede. Okay. So C2 is then equal to 30 plus 50, which is 80 degrees. Okay. Right, please make sure you understand these three examples and how we use, firstly, the properties of a triangle, and secondly, how we combine the properties of a triangle with fun X. If you understand these three, then I would like you to go back to that worksheet that you had on Thursday, the 9th of April, just that last question where they combined these two things, as in question 3. For D, please go back to that and do 4D now as a DIY. Do it first, and then you can go to the next video, which will be the answers.